What's up, everyone? So Apple's Worldwide Developers Conference, or WWDC, is less than a week away, and here's everything that we know about it. If you end up enjoying this video, please like and maybe subscribe. No pressure though. So the first thing to note about this year's WWDC is that it's weirdly kind of in person. So there's going to be developers going out to Apple Park, but as far as we know, they're basically just going to be going there and watching the keynote together, the same keynote that we're watching from home, whatever, and I guess maybe get some hands-on demos and stuff, but yeah, we don't really know. But it just looks like they're basically watching the keynote together, so I guess kind of slowly trying to go kind of in person without going completely in person, right? So the obvious question is what we're going to get here, and so, of course, dubs. So of course we're going to get the new releases for all of their operating systems, like iPadOS, iOS, watchOS, macOS, whatever, all of them, and then also the betas for them soon after that. But we've also heard some leaks that there could be some hardware, maybe. But anyway, so let's start off with iOS 16. It did look like it was going to be a tiny little update like iOS 15, but apparently it could actually be a lot bigger now. So Mark Gurman, who is 86% accurate according to Apple Track, claims that while there won't be a complete redesign in iOS 16, there should be some major changes. So he mentions a lock screen with updated notifications and stuff with widget-like capabilities, whatever exactly that means. And then he also adds that there will be updates to multitasking, especially on the iPad, as well as to the messages and health apps. So that's really nice, especially notifications, because I hate the way the lock screen and notification center is. It's pathetic, it's a mess, it needs fixed. So hopefully they finally do something about that. The last thing Mark Gurman adds is that we should see some expanded social features on messages, whatever exactly that means. I'm not sure. But hey, so yeah, iOS 16 is looking to be a little bigger, more exciting, hopefully, than iOS 15, which was like 2 features and 50 bugs. No clue why. But anywho, so according to the Twitter user Parker Ortolani, that's not how you say it, but it's fine. Anyways, he discovered that in December of last year, a trademark for the name Reality OS was submitted and set to be filed on June 8th of this year, which is 2 days after WWDC. So this immediately led people to think, oh, maybe we'll see that AR/VR headset from Apple that we've been hearing about for like 2 years. But Mark Gurman claims that if there is any hardware at WWDC, it will probably be on the Mac side of things. But he also said earlier that in iOS 16 we might see some fresh Apple apps. So maybe that could mean, with this thing we're seeing about the Reality OS, maybe like some AR stuff on the iPhone or whatever. Because while Mark Gurman says that some sneak peeks of this headset is possible, it's unlikely that we'll see a full release. Especially when you look at how Apple normally handles new products like that, which is to say nothing and then just announce it all at once. Anyway, but back to the Mac thing. Apple said themselves that they are done releasing the M1 series chips, so it just makes sense that we would see an M2 MacBook Air, which we've heard about before, which could look pretty cool. So new M2 chip, more powerful than the M1, and then they'll probably just keep on building the M2 chip like they did for the M1. So there's one other thing yet that we've heard like a couple leaks about, but not a whole lot recently, and that's an Apple Silicon Mac Pro. And there's a chance it might possibly, hopefully, be announced at dubs. Because, so a couple years ago, in 2019, the Mac Pro we have now was announced at WWDC there. It's a Pro product. Makes sense that you would announce it at a developers conference, right? And then also, a couple months ago, in Apple's March event, John Turnus said this:
making our transition nearly complete with just one more product to go, Mac Pro. But that is for another day.
Which I kind of took to mean that it's coming soon, but not quite yet, but now it's a couple months later. So maybe we could see it. That would be really cool. But yeah, that's basically just me speculating. And there's, not a whole lot of leaks about that. It's just kind of some guessing. And yeah, anywho. So I guess we'll have to wait and see. I'm excited. Just keep my fingers crossed that it's just better than last year's. That's all I want. Just better than last year's. That was pathetic. Anywho, I'll see y'all later.